And save. Finally, that video's done. Now it's time for me to do what I do after I upload every video. Starting to get a little hungry. Wait, what time is it? Damn it, not again.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, welcome to the show. Hey, 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 ho, ho, welcome. Alright.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Webtooned, but we're spelling Webtooned with a U and an E now, because I don't want to keep having to go to webtoon.com. It all seems like the same website. I want short and I want choppy comics, not interconnected. And I was thinking the other day, who do we know, microphone, that makes some good webcomics? Who do we know who's trustworthy, who's reliable, who has a great head on their shoulders, who's just an amazing person? So I didn't think of anyone. So we're just going on James' website. Now, full disclosure, I was a very big fan of his comics back in the day, middle school days. That was back when you had to go on Tumblr to see his webcomics, not this crazy website. Like, look at this freaking hat. I want to see statistics on who has bought that hat. That's like the swag hat. But anyway, no judgments. This has nothing to do with that. This is just freaking 3 buttons. I don't know who you made to get this website, James, but 10% coupon. But we're not. This has nothing to do with that. Stop your judgment, people. Stop all your judgment. We're here for this little link right here. What is it? It's comics. That's right. All of these amazing comics in a very short, very choppy order. Very easy to see. Look, we can see these old ones too. I didn't watch them back then. I think 2014 or so is when I read them. Maybe. Yeah, 2014, 2013. When was I in middle school? Anyway, now we're going to look through some of these. We're going to give some ratings. I will be unbiased as possible. Even though I loved them as a kid. We're very smart nowadays, though. We're really smart nowadays. We're quick on our heads. So we're going to give some really good critiques now. I can't even click on this one. I can't click on these ones. I guess she never thought that people would click on those. I don't know. Okay, well, fix that. Let's start off with the middle one. Let's see if we recognize any of these. Pi Day. Let's see this one. I can't wait until New Year's Pi Day because it will be 3/14/15. It will be a once in a lifetime opportunity. He doesn't make these anymore, so I can't even give him criticism. It will be a once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'll be alive to see it. Okay. New Year's Pi Day. Next year's Pi Day. God, I can't even read. I shouldn't be the one to criticize that. Democracy. More like democray-cray, because everything's screwed up. And cray-cray means crazy. Odd1's Out. I didn't think it was funny. I thought it wasn't bad. I mean, there are probably some good ones in here. I'm putting you under arrest for bearing arms. Who, me? I didn't do anything, honest. Oh, Miss Officer and Mr. Truffles. Bam. All right, so we got a setup, we got a diversion, and then we got the thing we unexpected. That's a good joke right there. It's a good joke. And James, you made the officer a girl. Nice job. Nice job on that, young person, James. Also, I think Miss Officer and Mr. Truffles fandom wanted to make an actual fan-made cartoon. You should Google it and see all they're doing. Oh, I guess that's a real thing. I'm not Googling that, though. Psst, psst, psst. Principal says we have to change in the parking lot now. I don't know what that means. I don't get what the joke is. I guess there's too much hair or Axe body spray. It's black and white, but somehow I like the colors. I forgot to color the spray can though, so accept that color. Accept that color. That was pretty good. It wasn't that good actually. Whatever. You know what? Maybe this was the down period. Maybe this was the I try to mate with anything. So I guess it would go from these ones would be the earlier ones, right? Am I right here? Am I right here? I should look at the dates. It doesn't have a date. Okay, good job this year, present. You too, future. Hey, boys. I have a friend I'd like you to meet. The ghost of failed New Year's resolutions. So, New Year's, what do you do? You didn't go to the gym twice a week. You're a failure. Dwee! My throat's a little shot. I can't do that, but you know what? That was funny. I don't know why I didn't laugh, but I know it was funny. There was definitely some there's definitely some humor in there. Hashtag no filter. That's a little funny. We're just going in here with too negative of a mindset, you know. Get a girlfriend. Ooh, I'm the ghost of failed New Year's resolution. I've come to tell you. Lower your expectations, bro. No, lower. Come on, we're talking about goals you can actually achieve. It's a little funny. Let's hope that 2015 is life, love, and full of less anime. Alright, these are getting better. See? These are getting better. I mean, alright, let's look at the first ones. I can't click on these three again, but let's look at this one. Let's see how much improvement there is. Spider-Man isn't going to make the jump. Spider-Man isn't going to make the jump, but he'll land on a crane, so it's all good. Dude, have you already seen this movie? Today's my first time seeing it. Little did Max know, Kevin had already gone to the 11 and 2:30 showing. What? What a joke. Is this actually the first comic you made? I guess this one has a date. Here's the comic where I almost gave up doing comics. I spent a lot of time making these and hardly anyone would read them. And what was the point of it all? The art's not any good and there's no way I can make a career out of this. I guess people don't like my comics. I should just go back to video games. But being a cartoonist would be so good. I could attend panels at Comic-Con, people would ask me for comic advice. That would be so nice. You know, I always have dreams of making a thing, but never actually do anything to achieve that. I gave up on my YouTube dream after one video. I'll finish this comic and see if I still want to do this. Jesus. Follow your dreams, everybody. That was amazing. Alright. I'm inspired. I'm getting pumped. The adorable Farfetch. I wonder if these are the actual descriptions. Leaks. I was practicing my drawing and this is the result. Alright, leaks. Alright, we're getting pumped. We're having fun. Let that sink in. This sink is taking a long time to fill this bucket up. I'll just go on Tumblr real quick. Freaking cat. Furry, I guess. Little did we know, even back in the day. 2 hours later, how'd all this water get here? How's my anime style in the second panel? Be honest. Be honest, guys. Be honest. I don't know if that's a joke or not anymore. That's a Rage Comics style. It's probably a joke. That's funny. Not really. I just keep saying that's funny without laughing. Oh no. Chug. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Inspiration. You're an inspiration to us all, James. Inspiration to us all. Hard workout. Let's look at this one. Man, that workout was so hard. I want to take a nap. I want to take a shower. I want to take a life. Andrew was always awkward around others. Go, that's a little funny. I can't. This is just turning to me saying if things are funny or not. Let's analyze some actual things. The setup. There's a setup. I want to take a nap. Haha. I want to take a shower. Expected. I want to take a life. Unexpected. And then there's the payoff. I mean, but would it have been funnier? This is advice for all comic makers, though. Because it seems like you just kind of wanted to double dip on the joke there, though. Someone, if he could be in a comic, his name was Andrew. I hope it made him super happy. So I guess he added that panel to add Andrew in, but I don't know. It could have been funny if it just cut off, I want to take a life. But would that been funny because we know? I don't know. It seemed like there's a bit of a double dip there. Let's try to find an actual bad one. Are you going to the funeral tomorrow? It's at 6 a.m. Sorry, I'm not really a morning person. Ah, your grandma's dead. We weren't that close. That's pretty funny. So this one does the same thing as the other ones, where you think, so that's the joke, and then it's like, your grandma's dead. We weren't that close. So that's what makes it funny. This was Cleaver, dang it. That was pretty good. All right, hold on. Serious issues. I'm trying to find one with that problem I was talking about. Come home right now. It's serious. Do you want some fish tacos? Your father can't finish them all. This doesn't seem like... Alright, so this doesn't seem like this is your normal humor. You know? So what I would have expected, maybe this is funny because it's unexpected. I wouldn't expect you to do something like that. But then if you think about it, maybe I'm just expecting it to be funny. So maybe the expectation is for you to be funny, and it didn't meet the expectation, if you get what I'm saying. So what I would think you would do, it would be like, I'm serious. Do you want some fish tacos? Your father can't finish them all. And then the character would like be at the table eating a fish taco, and then the mom would be like, also I have cancer, or something like that. And I'm not saying it would have been that funny, but I think in this background it's experimenting with the border and less background. And I really liked it after this comic made all my background borders less, or made them not pure black outlines. That's a good tip for learning cartoonists. Don't make the black outline the same as the front outline. It'll make your characters stand out more. That's what Daft always says. But we're not here to judge the art. We're not here to judge the art. Hey babe, do you know what day it is? Valentine's Day. Ahem. I can't do a girl voice since I shot my voice. Valentine's Day? No, it's our anniversary. Our anniversary of what? Of when we broke up. That was funny. See, unexpected. Unexpected. This is what you need to do. So what I think people do is they get into a position where they want to make an unexpected joke, but then they stop. That's not good enough for making a joke anymore, everybody. That's not good enough. You gotta then set up a halfway. Like, look at this one. I actually really like this one. So do you know what day it is? Valentine's Day? No, it's our anniversary. All right, so you set up the premise. It's like, oh, okay, they're talking about the anniversary. It's like, our anniversary of what? Of when we broke up. It's like, oh, so that's a bad thing. And then you find out they're breaking up today with the freaking heart thing. That's amazing. That's good. Good comedy. Good jokes. Good puns. That's how people should make this stuff, dude. My only fear about the future, as technology advances and we travel to distant planets and visit stars we don't even know exist yet, shipping prices will be insane. $40 for just a t-shirt? Well, intergalactic shipping can be expensive. See, I don't know. I guess we're ending on that one, ladies and gentlemen. What have we learned today, folks? What have we learned today? That James makes much better videos. No, he's got... I don't know. I think that I know that Digby doesn't like TheOdd1sOut's comics. I love him, but I don't have a really good taste in stuff. So, I don't hold my opinion with very high regard. However, I think there's some clever ones. I think that if you can lower your expectations a little bit and just have some goofs, you'll love them. You'll really like them. What's this mean for other comic makers, though? Since James doesn't make these anymore. So a very big thing. It seems like when James wanted to cut short, wanted to stop the joke, wasn't I guess, I want to say not confident enough, but it's not necessarily confidence or anything. It's more like that. Okay, let's look at this one. 5 more minutes. See, okay, so when you just want to make the 2-panel comic, it's not as good because it's just one setup and then one anti-punch and then one, like, so the punchline is that the sheeple is an actual sheep. What I'm trying to say is that when he doesn't keep doing things, adding to the joke that makes it even more unexpected, and then a final diversion, that's when I think the best parts of the comic come out. And so the takeaway here is that folks who are making some webcomics, and this is only a joke for the joke aspect, is to not be afraid to go big. You know, keep expanding on the joke. Like, you can have, just having one pun isn't enough for a comic, you know? Even these small comics, just having one set up straight hand joke isn't enough. You have to be able to be like, this joke, but this joke isn't enough to carry it, so let's add another part to it, and then let's do a final diversion. I don't know. I think that's the best thing to take away from this. But hey, what do you think? What do you think? Oh, this is the picture you got from the... That's interesting. I was under the impression cannibals kill people. Oh, okay. So anyway, give your opinions in the comments below. Let me know if I'm offline. Let me know if off base. Let me know if I don't know what I'm talking about. Give opinions, give facts. And until then, thank you all so much for watching. Love you all, smooches. Mwah. And I will see all you in the next video. Goodbye.
Yeah, some days I feel unfazed, like when I'm with my friends with a cup raised. On Monday, I got a gun raised. Suicidal, do or die until hump day. Then I go right back at it like an automatic. More drinks, more songs, more beats to rap. I need a shrink, I'm gone. More time keeps passing. No watch, no thoughts at all. Just